Peace, air sign. Trying to get you guys' readings done. I got one more sign. I got water sign to do after this. Y'all, it's not no motherfucking joke out there. It's so hot. I probably look hot. Anyways, this is going to go for Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising, as well as North Node. Please take the messages as they resonate. Everything is not going to resonate with you in rows. Definitely can be reversed. Alright, thank you, Most High, ancestors and spirits. That match my intentions. Hold on, y'all. Okay, because that shit was a little loud. Alright. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising, as well as North Node. Thank you, Most High, ancestors and spirits. Let me fix this. That matched my intentions for allowing me to get these messages out to air sign. Alright, air signs. The overall theme I have for your message today is focus. It's difficult to be productive when your energy is scattered in many different directions. The second theme I have for your message today is pressure. Be aware of how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choices. And then the last theme I have for your message today is love. Love is the greatest of successes on this path towards prosperity. Who can fully experience abundance without it? So with these three cards that are coming out, air sign, I do see for your mid-month messages, the ancestors are wanting you guys to tune out the background noise. What I mean by background noise, it's the people who are outside looking into your spiritual journey or the path that you're currently going down. Rev, some of these people think that they're giving you good advice or not. I see it's going to be important you be mindful of, for one, who you're getting advice from and how much importance you're putting on other people's opinions. I want to go back to this pressure card. Be aware of how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choice. This is such a big thing in the community because so many people have the fear of success and the fear of failure. And because of those two things right there, they end up playing it safe and experiencing a life they settle for. Settle for easy, not easy because it's not about easy or hard, but settle for a safe job and a safe company, living a safe life until you die safely or something. I don't know. And nothing's wrong with that at all if that's what some people want to do. But others, this is what actually leads to midlife crises because you played this safe and now you feel like you're running out of time. Whatever the case is, air sign, I do see that the ancestors want to remind you no one knows what's best for you but you. So when it comes to the naysayers and the outsiders looking in, just take their advice with a grain of salt. This could either be talking about elders. I don't know why I keep picking up someone's grandmother. And it's not like I'm picking up like this grandmother's malicious or anything like that. But you have to understand, sometimes people give us advice based off how they survived. So if like a grandmother's or an elder or someone's trying to talk you out of your goals or your dreams or your plans, it's not the fact that they don't believe in you. It's just they don't see why it's worth the risk. And the only reason they don't see why it's worth the risk is because they come from a different generation than us. So it's going to be important, you don't cuss your grandma out and like, you never fucking believed in me. Well, you got to remember, she's been in survival mode her whole life. She just wants her kids to survive. Anything thriving and anything else is a bonus, but it's all about survival. That's what I'm picking up on. So because of that, this is why the ancestors want you to lock in with yourself right now and get focused about what you want out of life and not what society and your family is influencing you to pursue. For those who may have to deal with that or overbearing energy. I see air sign, the ancestors want you guys to take a more enjoyable approach to the things that you're creating. And what I mean by enjoyable approach is, although something may be difficult or require hard work, it's going to be important. It's going to be important that you put your energy towards something that means something to you, something enjoyable. I mean, every day it's not going to be a super fun, exciting day. It's the real world. But at the same time, when those difficult days do come, it's like the passion and the enjoyment you get out of something is going to be able to allow you to get through the difficult times. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Whew. Anyway, so diving into your reading, the first card I have coming out is a slave to temptation, desires, or addiction. Someone here has absolutely no self-control or self-discipline. Air sign, this is not you. This is someone that is trying to spin the block back on you. This is someone that you have possibly put pressure on back in the days. Now, you guys could struggle with self-discipline, self-control. If you do, I do suggest you guys start to look up solar plex chakras. But again, I got this can't beat them, join them. So someone counted you out or underestimated you at one point in time, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And it's like now that they see that they counted you out too soon, they're definitely trying to spin the block. And it's like this person is trying to cloak themselves in your energy. If you guys have been on your self-improvement shit, if you have been getting rooted in your spirituality or religion, if you guys just been, again, locked in on yourself, someone's trying to spin the block because they're pocket watching you. And they're trying to cloak their behaviors in with yours. Like, oh, I'm on the same journey as you, or oh, I've been working on this, I've been working on that. Whole time this person's still a slave to their desires. And when someone's a slave to their desires, this is like men, not just men, this is people who have like they have no discipline. So you know how women be like, all men cheat. No, they don't. No, they don't, man. There's some real life, fine ass, honorable men out here that will look at you sideways like the hoe you are. Same with women, but we already know that about women. These niggas know that too, no matter how much they try to lie. But all men don't cheat because everybody's not a slave to their demons. Everyone's not a slave to their desires and temptation. Someone who is promiscuous, hypersexual, and needs multiple sex partners, that's not a masculine thing. That's not a man thing. That's a low self-esteem thing. And when you have low self-esteem, you have a low will and a low drive to value yourself the way you should. More of what I'm trying to say is hypersexual men and promiscuous men, it's not a common thing that comes with a penis. No, they're a slave to their desires. And guess what? Guess what? It's not just men. It's plenty of women who are a slave to their desires too. Some people are hypersexual and don't even have sex. They just masturbate all day. You get where I'm going with this now? Yeah, that's a slave to their desires. They're so thirsty. It's lust. That's really what it is. It's all types of lust. And lust is not just sex. You could be lustful over a job. You could be lustful over clothes. It's just a very intense desire to experience something. And that intense desire means that you don't care what you're sacrificing or destroying to experience it. It's not even the fact that you don't care. It's the fact that you're blinded with lust and desire that you can't see the consequences. So when I talk about a slave to temptation, slaves to desires, a slave to addictions, understand that's a number of things. A number of things. All men don't cheat. The only ones who fucking cheat is the only ones who's a slave to their dick. Everybody's not a slave to their dick. You know how many fitness men I got on my page preaching that shit every day to these young men? I'll be reading them posts like, yes, that's an honorable man right there. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, whoever I'm talking about though, this is community dick, this community person, this could be a female. Someone's spinning the block. Someone wants to spin the block. Ooh, what's this say? This was someone who was unsure about you. They kept you as an option. They kept you on your roster. Maybe they wanted you to chase them, or they tried to play the runner-chaser game with you, and they realized you wasn't chasing them. I don't know. But someone being unsure about you is all the information you need to know to go ahead and leave this person in the past. This person's only spinning the block because what? Can't beat them? Then you join them. So here they come, bringing all their temptations, desires, and demons to come fuck with you. Now, if you guys did reconcile with somebody, maybe not in the month of September, maybe you reconcile with somebody in August or whatever. I don't know. I'm not judging. But the moment that motherfucker came back into your life, or over these next couple of weeks, if you do decide to reconcile, at least take it as a self-awareness test and lesson for yourself. Never do nothing for no reason. If you find yourself becoming functionally depressed, where you're spending more money than you usually spend, you're eating more food than you usually eat, you're sleeping in more, you're just in this overindulgence mindset, check in with yourself, because if you reconcile with that motherfucker, that's exactly the problem right there. Your energy's being harvested. When your energy's being harvested, you're being depleted. So please don't tell me you guys let this motherfucker back in. Or maybe this person had you like this before. Either, and with emotionally eating, it could be emotionally eating, or it could be going days without eating. It's double-edged sword. But this person's putting you in this energy because they have their own fucking demons. And guess what? When you have sex, it's called sexual exchanged energies. So now their fucking demons is fucking with you. You might be dealing with some type of functional depression or something. You don't even realize you are. I don't know, but there's a powerful process here. It wasn't easy. It definitely wasn't easy. There is a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of broken nights, but it was necessary. Someone had to go through this journey and this lesson and this experience. Now, let's go back to spinning the block. Can't beat them, join them. Someone can't stand your happiness and success. Sometimes motherfuckers only spin the block to see if they're able to still hurt you again. They see you on social media making all your posts and posting pictures, and they're like, oh, this bitch thinks she healed, or this nigga, because there'll be men watching this. So they want to test it. They want their ego stroke. And what's the best way to get their ego stroke? Cat and mouse. They're going to try to chase you again like, hey, what's up? Long time no see. Just to see if they can come in and fuck up your success and happiness. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers be more calculated than anything. And I know they be like, what's the point? What's the reason? For what? For what? For what? Ego's a hell of a drug. They want their ego stroke. They don't want love. They want you. They want to get your worth. They get their worth for beating women down. I need to stop saying women and men, because men go through it. But they get their worth from beating women and men down. They get their worth for knowing that they have power over somebody. Remember how I told y'all money is not the root to all evil? You can be rich and spiritual. Like they can exist together. Power is the root to all evil. You can have money and no power, and you can have power and no money. And when we talk about power dynamics, we're also talking about trauma bonds, codependencies, gaslighting, narcissist, empaths, whatever you want to call it. It's a power dynamic. Someone is wanting power and the other person's feeding them that power. Where if it's through stroking their fucking ego or allowing somebody to constantly put them in hardship, and you still run back to them. That feeds these negative motherfuckers energy. I don't know. Someone can't stand your happiness and success. And then I see someone trying to scare you out your dreams and your goals. That go back to the theme of the message, with your family influence and social influence. Be mindful who you're getting advice from right now. Because again, it's not even a fact that they don't think you can make it, but it's the fear of if you really do make it and you end up leaving them behind. Whoo-wee. My stomach touching my back, y'all. But I can't eat. Not yet. I'm trying to detox and fast. I told my son, I told him this a couple years ago. This is random. I told my son before he 18 years old, I think I'm gonna have to whoop his ass one more time. I told him, I'll hit you right in the fucking temple. The nigga's way bigger than me. But my son went over to my grandma's house Saturday, and he was only supposed to spend one night. But he finessed me and my grandma to spending one more night because he's a homeschool kid, right? This little nigga hasn't been answering his motherfucking phone since yesterday. And his birthday next month, he supposed to turn 12. You're not getting a phone. I'm taking this shit away for 4 months. 4 months. It's gone. It's gone. I told him I'm going to end up whooping his motherfucking ass before he turns 18. My son don't get whoopings. My son hasn't had a whooping since he was 7. He's 11. Yeah, I mean, shit. I'm sorry, just a random thought as I know my son's going to be coming home today. It's like, yeah, we going to have a nice little talk. I ain't going to put my hands on him. The man's bigger than me. He ain't no fucking man, but he's bigger than me. But I tell you one thing, size ain't got shit on experience. I seen a post the other day about a woman being scared of her teenage son. And she had him on camera talk about if there was a man in the house, he wouldn't be acting like that. And the mom's all in the corner and her son right. I would have grabbed one of these motherfucking cords and wrapped it around my... I would never fear a fucking teenager, for one, because I've been through too much shit in life. And for two, I would never fear what I create. Let me shut the fuck up. This is coming from a mother who doesn't whip her child. So, again, I talk big shit. I talk big shit because I don't need to whip my son. Don't mean I might not have to tag his ass before 18 though. Just so you know, my opinion. I parent off 92% respect and 2% fear. It's the truth. Anyways, moving on. I see you guys have some karmatic success here. With this karmatic success that's coming your way, again, leave the past in the past, because although you are just coming into this success and some of this shit may seem unexpected, there's a lot of watchful eyes on you, air sign, that just knows in their heart that you're going to make it one day. And because of that, guess what? Candle magic. I'm not going to lie, air sign, I've barely dive into your reading, and your whole reading is about a particular person or a group of people trying to stop you from becoming who you're meant to be. Can't handle your success, can't handle your happiness, can't handle your karma, your good karma, can't handle how powerful you are. They can't handle it. So you're targeted constantly, air sign. Not trying to get off topic again, but y'all know how back in the days, I don't know if they still do this anymore. They used to do it in my family. But back in the days when like somebody in my family had like an ain't shit ass nigga, we don't have a lot of men in our family. There's like a lot of people give birth to women in our family. I can't say all the men, they're not deadbeats. All the men are active fathers in my families. Maybe crackheads, but they still fathers. Anyways, back in the day when I was a kid, I used to remember like when my aunties and them, they would have like a badass son, or they'll have like a no good ass nigga in their house. You know, they used to get together 4 or 5 deep and literally drag them niggas out their house, hitting them in the head with hitting them in the head with iron skillets and just jumping them. I remember being a little girl watching women jump men, and I just used to look. None of the men in the family did anything because either the son was getting too disrespectful or the nigga was a no good nigga. I bring that up because, like I said about that video I seen the other day of this mother scared of her teenage son. I'm like, where's the village? I promise you, all you gotta do is call me Pretty Brown. My son over here, he doing what? I'm the littlest motherfucker you can meet. I'm not scared of no fucking man or no teenager. I'm not delusional either. I don't think I could beat a nigga's ass. I'ma beat a grown man's ass. Yeah, all right. No, I'm not. I wrap a cord around that fucking neck, though. Bring them down to my level. Start kicking motherfuckers in their head. Let me shut the fuck up. But I've seen it happen in my actual life when one of my aunties was trying to get a nigga out her house that she broke up with, but the nigga kept saying, I ain't moving out, I ain't leaving, I ain't moving out, I ain't leaving. My auntie, and I was just said, yeah, just, I don't know, just a random side note. What happened to when women teamed up together to get these niggas out our homes? Can we bring that back? Just in case my son gets a little too tall. Anyways. And I'm just playing. Like, my son is a sweetheart. He's spiritually raised. He's gospel raised. He doesn't even know what trap music is. I just be talking shit because it's not, I mean, shit. The loudest one in the room's the weakest. I'm not whooping my son. I'm talking shit because I know I would never do it. Anyway, spiritual contracts right here. With spiritual contracts, it's time for you guys to embrace a season of quiet with the Most High. Embrace a season of quiet with your higher self. Embrace a season of quiet with your Bible. Embrace a season of quiet during research. It's just time for you guys to go into hermit mode and embrace a quiet season as you guys are getting prepared to experience a new spiritual contract. I do see another confirmation here for an opportunist. This came out in everybody's reading. Money changes the dynamic of the connection. If you guys didn't have the abundance or finances that you had, someone wouldn't be spending the block. If you didn't have what you had, they would not be spending the block. They don't want to build with you. They want to build off of you. And because of that, the ancestors are telling you to stay away from devil's distractions. Embrace a quiet season and high vibration. Anyways, I see that there's a new spark, a new glow transformation here. Some of you guys, this is like a 6-month transformation. Who you are right now, you're not going to be the same within 6 months. Some of you guys are about to be 100% sober again, or you guys are coming into some type of sobriety. Maybe this is just you quitting drinking, but you still decide to smoke weed. So also, random. But y'all know I've been back and forth with my sober shit. So there's 2 different things. Being sober means that you're not drinking. Being clean means that you're not doing drugs. I never knew that shit. I know this random shit like, I'm sober, but I still smoke weed. And they're like, no, you are sober. You're just not clean. I'm like, man, there's levels to the sobriety shit, man. But anyways, just like right now, I'm sober, but I'm not clean because I smoked some weed a couple of days ago. Or I'm lying, I smoked it last night. Anyways, moving on. Sobriety will bring you more clarity. Now it's time for you to focus on a new day. Once you know better, it's time to do better. There's a situation that's about to happen involving a toxic family. And I see that you guys are needing to be a little defensive here. Or you're going to need to defend yourself. Let's see what this is about. What's this toxic family and this defensive energy? Harsh truth. Something's about to get exposed, but they're telling you to be patient because whatever it is going to be exposed is something that might change the way things are once and for all and for good. Have patience right now. Your intuition could be telling you something's not right. Something's not adding up. Somebody's untrustworthy, but you may lack the clarity, discernment, or proof to really prove that this person's untrustworthy or something's not right. Listen to your intuition, but be patient, air sign, because there's truth that's about to come in to provide you clarity on this toxic family. And again, for some of you guys, something's hindering your dream state. Some of you guys need to detox so you can activate your dreams real quick. Clean up your life. You are what you eat, and not in a literal sense. Come on, man. Healing is here. Introspection, meditation, and self-care. This is you guys embracing that quiet season. It's like winning in silence. Divine feminine energy here. Nurturing, gentleness, and mothering energy. Then I even see intimacy here. Mutual respect, unit, and closeness. So with these three cards coming out, this just, I mean, I sound repetitive, but you guys are coming into a more softer period in your life. For my men, you guys are coming into a more laid back period of your life. I know men don't like to hear that soft shit, but laid back, I feel like it's the masculine version of soft. It just means that you don't always have to be on your toes. You don't always have to be on guard. You don't always got to be stressed out about bills or worried about a character. You're laid back. You're soft. You're embracing this quiet season in hermit mode. While you allow these motherfuckers to rip their heads off, cussing each other out, fighting, same shit, different day, been doing it for years. And it's like you guys are pulling yourself out of this. Come on, what the fuck does this card say? They're literally telling you to escape this toxic ass shit. It's like you have two options, and I've been saying it for almost 8 fucking years. You're gonna heal or you're gonna stay wounded. You're gonna self-improve or you're gonna self-destruct. And just because you have free will, always remember your options are limited. We can't just do whatever we want. There's a cause and effect to everything. You deciding to stay around a toxic family is self-destructive. It's keeping you in wounded energy because, for one, you can't heal in the same place broke you. You can't heal around the same people that broke you. And for two, it came out in the theme of your message. These motherfuckers play a really big part in why you're not pursuing the life you really want to pursue. Rare if you want to believe it or not. Rare if you can acknowledge it or not. Your family and your friends' validation and opinions, the reason and what holds you back from pursuing a certain career, pursuing being a business owner, or doing something shit because you're scared to be judged. You're scared to be seen. You're scared to fail in front of everybody. You don't want to be humiliated by your family, so you play it safe. You got to escape, run. Get in this quiet healing season so you could come into true authenticity, because these people are hindering your authenticity because you're still seeking validation, which of course is not a bad thing if you seek validation from your parents. They're your fucking parents. They're your grandparents. They're your older brother and sister. I'm not saying you guys are low self-esteem for that, because that's how it should be. But when you come from a toxic family like this, the last thing you want is their validation, because the last thing you want is to fit in. You're the black sheep. So it goes back to this card. Now it's time for you to focus on a new day. Since you know better, it's time to do better. Where if this is a man, a woman, or family, somebody counted you out, they underestimated you, they slandered you, and now they're coming back around to use you. Today, now it's time for you guys to be in the present moment. I have good vibes. Some of you guys are about to party. Who is this? Air sign? Libra's birthday is the only birthday coming up. Usually when this card comes out, this talk about devil's distractions. But you know there's a yin and yang to everything. And we was never meant to be perfect, only authentic. I feel like some of you guys are getting ready to celebrate a birthday. Or some of you guys are about to party for your birthday. Or there's something here you're doing. Maybe going back to this, because you see there's a suitcase on top of this. Some of you guys are leaving state, leaving home. You're doing something. And I see that you have your ancestors' support. Now, overindulging and doing too much. Come on, we all grown now. But I don't pick up nothing bad or shady about this nightlife. Feminine energy. Oh, someone is about to be in their shit. So with this divine feminine energy, it could be men getting in touch with their feminine side. I see that you guys, solar plexus. I've been talking about solar plexus chakra in both readings. Didn't even bring it up in your reading. Here it is right here, solar plexus chakra. That's the energy we all need to be in for the solar eclipse that is the solar eclipse that's coming on the 21st. And I'm just saying solar plexus all fucking day. But someone's on their shit. This card talks about ambition, stronger willpower, stronger discernment, stronger. You're becoming a greater version of yourself. I see that there's a situation here where you're going to have to be the bigger person, though. Do not match energies right now because you'll be simply evolving backwards. At one point in time, you were surrounded by yes men, or somebody here is surrounded by yes men. And you guys know how I feel about yes men and ass kissers. Yes men and ass kissers will yes you and kiss your ass all the way to the graveyard. No sound of reason nowhere. You need a friend that's going to wake you up to reality, because that blind leading to blind shit can be dangerous. But I see that someone's surrounded by yes men. And then I see trust yourself first. You are able and capable. So someone's definitely about to drop the dead weight, empty vessels. And I see that someone's trying to intimidate you. It's a lose-lose outcome for them. Whoever's trying to intimidate you, or whoever's trying to make you feel some type of way because you cut them off or you created distance and you're going through change, it's a lose-lose outcome for them. And again, lose-lose outcome for you if you decide to stay. Again, it's time to escape. All right, I got one more live to do. I cannot burn all my energy in this one. All right. So there's some predatory energy around you. With predatory, this doesn't have to be like a sexual predator, because there's predatory lenders, finances, jobs, and things like that. But then after predatory, I have mean girl, mean boy. We're talking about a real life, malicious, mean ass person. It's like a shark. It's like all billionaires. They say like it's impossible to be a millionaire and billionaire without being an ass. Like you have to, after you reach a certain level of finances, you have to turn into a particular individual in order to maintain it. Where you have to lose pieces of your humanity and be a little bit self. I don't know. I ain't never been no millionaire. I've only read about it, so don't take my word for it. But I just see there's mean girl, mean boy energy here. There's predator energy. Someone who preys on the weak. Someone who preys on the vulnerable. And I see someone here has been deprived. Deprived from affection. Someone's like a people pleaser. They live in mental prisons. Someone wants you to self-sacrifice. So maybe, especially if you're like a feminine energy, if you're a woman, maybe you used to date men who were like very aggressive. And you were like the polar opposite. You were just so soft and nice and sweet. I don't know, but someone's preying on the weakness of someone else. I don't like this energy I'm picking up on. Root work. Dark magic, love spells, hexes. I swear to fucking God, I knew, like, we're talking about some real malicious energy. We got predators, mean girls, and then root work. Air sign, I need you to take me serious when I say this. There are so many people absolutely fucking terrified of you coming into your authentic self. It's like these are nothing but spiritual attacks. They want to keep you in a weak-minded position. They don't want you to become the greatest version of yourself. But you're already doing that. Going back to pressures, man. Beware of how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choice. They already know who you're meant to be in this lifetime. You just don't know who you're meant to be in this lifetime. And that's why when you separate to celebrate and embrace a quiet season, you're going to wake up to who you've always been and what they've been doing to suppress your magic and essence. Yeah. Someone's been sitting and suffering for far too long. Remember the pain so you'll never look back to old ways. I see you guys have some trustworthy support that's getting ready to come your way. With this trustworthy support, someone's going to have to work on their heart chakra. And do not allow past betrayals sabotage future connections. Become open to receiving and giving love. It's time for you to trust yourself. Trust yourself more than anybody on this planet. Heal from past betrayals and open your heart so you can receive the help and assistance that the ancestors is putting in these anointed beings. I have an earth sign coming out, Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Whoever this is very jealous of you, a boss, a sibling, a friend, a coworker, a neighbor. This earth sign does not like you. And it's because you're not the same. You've changed, or there's something about you that's changing and they can't handle it. Again, there's so many people terrified of the changes you're making, air sign. So I don't know what you're doing in your life right now. You might just be moving in silence and your silence got them worried. I don't know. But you're not the same. And you're not going to be the same by the end of this year. Who you were at the beginning of this year and who you are right now, not the same. Who you are right now and who you will be by 2026, not the same. And because you're not the same, this is the reason why you need to start working on trusting yourself again. Because air sign, you need to know that you're not going to make the same mistakes that you once used to make. You're not going to evolve back to niggas and bitches that was hard to break up with at first or at one point in your life. You're not going to make the same financial mistakes. You're not going to make the same egotistical mistakes. You're just not. And it's like, you may not believe that about yourself. You still have trust issues with yourself. You don't trust yourself. Once you give yourself permission to trust yourself again, and you finally wake up to the fact that you are not the same person, so you will not make the same mistakes, that's when you're going to have a little bit more confidence to dive headfirst into this new beginning and not give a fuck about who you leave in the past. Don't feed into your fears right now. You're not the same person. You're not going to make the same mistakes. When I tell my clients there's certain struggles that are going to be put behind you forever, that's because you've learned certain lessons to the point that you can't go back to unlearning. It's like me, knock on wood and pray to God. But I remember back in 2019, that's the last time I ever been in jail. And when I got out, and I knew when they kept saying there's certain struggles that are going to be put behind you, I knew it was my legal problems. I went from being 13 to 23 years old, 10 consecutive years, not consecutively, but 10 years of being in and out of jail from the youth center to the county. And the moment I turned 23, I never had another fucking legal problem again. To this day, thank you, ancestors. I don't steal. I don't shoplift. I don't finesse. I don't even have sugar daddies. I'm not doing nothing. I spent more than enough time behind bars. I'm good for the rest of my life. But I don't have to worry about that. Well, I still have PTSD. You get PTSD from being locked up a certain amount of times. But it's like, I'm not that same person, so I know I'm not going to make the same mistakes. Me? Dealing with the police? Oh, never. I would never even put myself in a scenario. I don't be outside at night. I got a curfew I give myself. Why? Because again, once you've been through real shit in life, once you had your life flash before your eyes or everybody left you in jail and never supported you, that shit will change you. And it will remind you that it's up to you to keep yourself out of trouble. It's up to you to keep yourself safe. And we all want to be saved. We all want to be saved. We all want to protect her. Even you men. I don't give a fuck what you say. Men want to be saved. But the truth is, nobody's responsible or obligated to save us. So holding on to that and sitting in that energy, sacrifice, sabotage your whole life waiting for somebody to come save you. You're not the same anymore, so you're not going to make the same mistakes, air sign. I know, I feel like I'm just rambling and I got one more live to do. All right, let me get ready to look this up. What the fuck? Let me get ready to wrap this up. So growth and improvement right now, the ancestors are telling you, even if you don't see your progress, understand progress is being made. Going back to you not being the same, this is like your third transformation this year. Ship is here. This is talk about cutting ties, severing ties, moving on, finally receiving what you need, and progression and arriving. Come on now. That's that growth and improvement. Talking, someone wants to talk to you. Someone's texting you, calling you, emailing you. If you went no contact with somebody or you plan to go no contact, this person's going to try everything to try to get back in contact with you. Don't do it though. Not only that, someone's trying to string you along just to emotionally entrap you again and get you back to who you used to be. Again, we already established you're not the same person. You're not going to fall for the old okie doke anymore. You're rebuilding your life right now. You're repairing with the hammer card. And then my cut down card, back to back. Cut down, cutting out, separation, stopping the pattern, and silent treatment. Again, we were talking about a hamster wheel. It's no more. And this solar eclipse that's coming is about to bring us, I was about to say two different words. This solar eclipse that's getting ready to come is bringing us a new path, a new way, and a way out of a lot of situations. It's just about if we're going to allow fear to keep us in situations we low-key don't want to be in anymore. All right, let me get ready to wrap this up in there. Water sign, and then I'm done for today. Woo! Redefine. It's time to redefine who you are. It's time to walk by faith and not by sight. Understand you're dealing with an adult bully. Now, this adult bully could be a coward. They may never tell you that they have a problem with you. This is all hidden type shit here. Again, some of you guys, this adult bullies is like your family members, your siblings, your cousins, your mothers, or whatever the case is. I see root work here. Hold on, I got adult bully. I seen root work, mean girl, mean boy, and then predator energy. And again, when I say predator, everybody's not a sexual predator. There's so many different levels to predator, but it's predatory. They're preying on somebody who's weaker than them, who they believe is slower than them, or who they believe is an easy target. And this is how sometimes they end up making black sheeps and scapegoats. And it's not because we're weaker or anything like that. People don't like what they don't understand. And since you decide not to follow the family's dysfunction, or you're deciding not to be like the rest of the friends group, they naturally don't like you because they don't understand you. So they nitpick at you. Okay, anyways, one more card, two more cards, and then I'm done, air sign. What else does air sign need to know? Clock. Something needs time, but I also see something's arriving right now. So I guess expect the unexpected without rushing. It's time for you to slow down. Like, what kind of contradicting? I said something needs time, but it's arriving right now. So it's like the ancestors need you to trust the process, maintain your pace, but still slow down. What the fuck kind of contradicting? And this could be talking about several things, though. With this needing time, this could be talking about the next transformation. We already been through so much, but another transformation when it comes to the solar eclipse that we're going to be experiencing. With slowing down, this is talk about not rushing some type of process. Like if you have a plan to cut your toxic family members off, don't just do it in one big group chat. Like, don't do it when you're angry. Don't do it when your emotions are built up. Do it when you're truly balanced. Because I see someone's emotions is heightened. There is a lot of emotional energy here. And then I see that someone lacks faith. There's like a lot of lack of faith and like little to no hope in something. I don't think this is you though. You're going to have to take it how it resonates. Because after that, I got consequences for their actions. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. Archangel Michael's, you're being protected from this shit. Psychological, mental, and emotional abuse and being strung alone. And then my hopeful card came in reverse with my emotional card. So I don't know, but a glow up's here. So that's all we know. Just know you're being protected from things you don't know you're being protected from. And sometimes Most High breaks our hearts to truly save our souls. What's the bottom of the deck? An arrogant apology, very insincere. This person only wants you to bring them back in so they can knock you down a few notches. Ugh, and let this not be a man. No offense to my masculine energy, but a man bully. Like, women is catty, you know, it's catty, it's nice, nasty, it's cowardly, you know. Men, especially men who bully women, I don't know, man. I don't know. I bring out the DMX side of me when I deal with niggas like that. Very unattractive. Anyways, let's conclude you guys' reading. Please like, share, comment, or follow. Until next time, guys, peace.